Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Come on.
Sister Bettina, all right. In the meantime, oh shit, it's happening tonight. In the place to be, human, 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 human. You better see, Lubu, Shabe too. 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 Who's better? In the meantime, you better see, Lubu, Shabe too. 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 Who's better? In the meantime, you better corner so lata. You better corner so lata. In the meantime, you better timid me. 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 Toba. In the meantime, you better see quoi. You better see hamba man. See hamba man. See hamba man. See hamba man. See it happen. In the meantime, you better. Up on my salon in the meantime, in the chabus in the mix. You better. In California, be a pesulu. In California, be. You better corner so lata. In the meantime, you better see Lubu Shabe too. You better see Lubu Shabe.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop, stop, stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move where you already know, so just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good, good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling, so just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling, yeah. So keep dancing. Oh, yeah, yeah. I can't stop the. 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 Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good, good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Everybody say. I can't stop the feeling. Oh, no, I can't stop the feeling. I can't stop the feeling in my body. Break it down. Got this feeling in my body. Can't stop the feeling. Got this feeling in my body. Can't stop the feeling. Got this feeling in my body. Come on. Oh, yeah, yeah. I can't stop the.
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea. But as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. I would away forever, exalted in the sea. As long as I am with you, my heart continues to beat. With every step we take, Kyoto to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same, gave you another name, switch up there's no place I'd rather be. Yeah. I'd rather be. Standing in a crowded room and I can't see your face. Put your arms around me, tell me everything's okay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Can I please get the students' attention, please? All the graduates, can I kindly get your attention? Thank you.
Yeah, it's fine, I've been down. Good afternoon, graduates. Good afternoon, families. My name is Alfonso, we're from Nikkei, we do the graduation photography. Can you all take your hoods off, please, man? You can just take your hoods off. This is called a hood, eh? Not the sash. I hear a lot of people say sash. Okay, so you grab your hood like this, the corner over here. So I'm going to turn this way. That's how you. So to your right, you grab this corner here. Extend your left arm. There we go. And then that's it. So that corner comes in here, okay? You got it? We just simplify it. Everybody's doing the same thing and it's easier for the registrar. Okay, you got that? Put it over your left arm. Okay, so when you guys are gonna line up here on the left. Anybody still need some help? Are you sorted?
Left arm, yeah.
Left arm, yeah. Left arm. Left arm.
Graduates, just note that the white piece of material that is on the hood needs to face your hand. That is the closest part to your hand.
Yeah.
The white piece.
Yeah, that's
there we go.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay. So Umar walk around. It's Umar. Umar. Yeah? Umar walks around, gives his, are you guys paying attention? Is it the front? Oh, okay. Umar hands his card, read out Umar Anthony. Umar walks back.
Are we good to go? You ready? This is what you guys are going to be doing so many times once you graduate in your classrooms. So let's just recap. The hood over your left arm, right? The announcer will announce your name. You go to the, it's famously known as the blue bunkie. You go to that blue bunkie, you kneel on the blue bunkie, and you look at that photographer for a picture. Once you are capped, right? You move on to the next station, which is the black bunkie, right? The hood will be placed over your head, and the next photographer, that is the person that you need to look at in order to capture the photograph. Once you've completed that, you head down the steps, out the door, and to the left, right? Another photo will be taken in the corridor, and then you make your way back into the auditorium. Good to go? Thank you so much. We'll start in a couple of minutes. Thank you.
Tell me that you got me and you're not gonna leave. Trying to find a moment where I can find release. Please tell me that you got me and you're never gonna leave. Break my bones, but you won't see me fall. The rising tide will rise against them all. Darling, hold my hand. Oh, won't you hold my hand? 'Cause I don't wanna walk on my own anymore. Won't you understand? 'Cause I don't wanna walk alone. I'm ready for this. There's no denying. I'm ready for this. You stop me falling. I'm ready for this. I need you holding. I'm ready for this. So darling, hold my hand. Don't wanna know that feeling when I'm all alone. So please don't make me wait, 'cause I don't wanna break. No, I don't wanna fall. When you're next to me, content, I'm not afraid to be. You don't make me wait, and never let me break. You never let me fall. Darling, hold my hand. 'Cause I don't wanna walk on my own anymore. Won't you understand? 'Cause I don't wanna walk alone. I'm ready for this. There's no denying. I'm ready for this. You stop me falling. I'm ready for this. I need you holding. I'm ready for this. So darling, won't you hold my hand? Standing in a crowded room and I can't see your face. Put your arms around me, tell me everything's okay. In my mind, I'm running around a cold and empty space. Just put your arms around me, tell me everything's okay. Break my bones, but you won't see me fall. The rising tide So please don't make me wait, 'cause I don't wanna break, no, I don't wanna fall. When you're next to me, content, I'm not afraid to be. You don't make me wait, and never let me break, you never let me fall. Darling, hold my hand. 'Cause I don't wanna walk on my own anymore, but you understand. 'Cause I don't wanna walk alone. I'm ready for this, there's no denying. I'm ready for this, you start me falling. I'm ready for this, I need you holding. I'm ready for this, so darling, won't you hold my hand? You will look.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please request from each and everyone in the hall to kindly stand up? As you all remain standing, we wish to welcome our procession for this afternoon, led by the registrar. Please commence.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. By virtue of the powers vested in me, I constitute this gathering as a congregation of the Two Oceans Graduate Institute.
Ladies and gentlemen, the procession of the lecturers of the Two Oceans Graduate Institute, please be seated. Honored guests, please be seated. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, faculty and operational staff, and most importantly, our distinguished graduates, I greet you all with the universal greeting of love, peace, and happiness. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh, and good afternoon to each and every one of you. I am 𝗖𝗘𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗥, and it is indeed my profound pleasure and honor to stand before you as your program director at the 8th graduation ceremony for the Two Oceans Graduate Institute. TOGI, as it is commonly known, is truly a special institution with a remarkable vision, producing teachers through a quality education that is underpinned by universal values. These values shape future generations into moral, upright citizens who will go on to make meaningful contributions to society. The uniqueness and success of our institution is not only a product of our shared commitment, but most importantly, through the blessings of Almighty God. It is with this in mind that I would like to call upon Dr. S. Hoffman and Dr. Yasin Reklev to commence the program with the official prayers. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Let's bow our heads, close our eyes, if you wish. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for this opportunity that we can share this momentous day with our graduates today. Thank you, Lord, for our institution, that you guide us, Lord, with our lecturers so that we can offer the support to our students. We ask, Lord, that you bless this day, that you bless the ceremony, that you bless the students, bless their family members that were here to support them throughout this journey. We ask, Lord, not because we deserve this, but we honor your name. In Jesus' name, amen.
الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، له الملك وله الحمد، يحيي ويميت وهو على كل شيء قدير. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنت من الظالمين. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. Ya Allah, we ask of you to bless this gathering, Ya Allah. We ask of you to bless all of our students and all of our staff, to bless the institution. We ask of you to open up the doors of success to them. As you have allowed them to reach the successful point in their life, we ask you to open up endless possibilities for their future career. With the barakah of our beloved Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, inshallah, amin ya rabbal alameen. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun, wa salamun ala al-mursaleen, walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
We say shukran and thank you very much to both Dr. Hoffman and Dr. Yasin Reklev. As we continue, I would like to take a moment to welcome our graduates to the most important profession in the world. Today, you are not only becoming teachers, but also doctors, mothers, fathers, mentors, influencers, and so much more. You are stepping into a role that carries immense responsibility. The task of molding and shaping the hearts and minds of the next generation. This is no small feat, but it is undeniably the most important job in the world. With this said, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call upon the captain of the 𝗖𝗥𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗥 ship, the Honorable Dr. Lawrence Erasmus, the CEO for the Two Oceans Graduate Institute, to deliver the welcome address. Please give him a round of applause.
Mrs. Ashra Norton, our Chancellor and Director, Dr. 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗪𝗓𝗏, our Honorary Chancellor and Director, Professor 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗪𝗏 our guest speaker this afternoon, Professor 𝗚𝗥𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗥, Dean of the School of Education, Mr. 𝗚𝗥𝗥𝗠𝗢𝗡, our Registrar, members of the Executive Management, heads of departments, divisional heads, members of the academic support staff, administrative staff, our lecturing team, and then to a very important extent, our most important people today, our graduates and your loved ones, ladies and gentlemen, friends and guests. It is my privilege to welcome you this afternoon at the 8th graduation ceremony of the Two Oceans Graduate Institute. And what a fitting day it is, because while Cape Town's roads are alive with the rhythm of the running feet in the Two Oceans Marathon, we are gathered here to celebrate another kind of endurance race, your academic race at the Two Oceans Graduate Institute. Today is a moment in time, a phrase that captures more than just a point on the calendar. It holds the weight of your journeys, the power of your perseverance, and the promise of what lies ahead. As Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor and philosopher, once said, time is a river of passing events, and strong is its current. But today, ladies and gentlemen, we pause at the riverbank to reflect, to celebrate, and to breathe in this precious moment before stepping back into the flow. Graduates, your academic journey has not been a sprint. It has been a marathon. And like the runners peaking Chapman's Peak or pushing through the final climb of Constantia Neck, you too have faced moments of fatigue, of doubt, and of triumph. You trained your minds, you flexed your courage, and kept going through late nights of assignments, long weeks of teaching practice, and occasional Wi-Fi connectivity disasters. But no runner crosses the finish line alone. So today, at this 8th ceremony, we pay tribute to our founders, Mrs. Ashra Norton, Dr. 𝗚𝗥𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗥, visionaries who imagined an institution that could change lives and who put in the groundwork to the rest of us to follow. Thank you for your tireless belief in what 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗏 could be. To the families and loved ones of our graduates, thank you for your quiet sacrifices, your loud cheers, and for always believing, even on the hard days. To our management, administrative and support staff, you are the unseen runners in this race, ensuring that every turn is marked, every water station is ready, and every hurdle is cleaned. To our lecturing staff, our academics, you are the pacemakers and the coaches, the ones who stretched minds, challenged assumptions, and sparked the curiosity that will shape tomorrow's teachers. Today is also a moment in time for 𝗚𝗥𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗥 itself, not just because we are witnessing the fruit of another year of hard work, but because we are an evolving institution. We are grateful to announce the final approval of our 4th qualification, with more on the horizon, with an entry-level higher certificate, and with a work on 4 postgraduate qualifications, currently in the phase of design. And we prepare ourselves for an upcoming Council on Higher Education audit, and we do so with ongoing hard work and dedication. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as every great event needs a headliner, I am honored to introduce our guest speaker, Professor 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗏𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗥, a respected academic, a thought leader, and someone who knows a thing or two about the race and the victory. 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗏𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗥 is Professor of Language Education, Research Chair in Critical Pedagogy and Literacy, and more recently the Deputy Dean Teaching and Learning at the Faculty of Education at the University of the Western Cape. He is a post-colonial scholar with transdisciplinary research interests that draw from critical theory. He has engaged extensively on the problems of literacy in high-poverty communities within the intersectionality of race, class, gender, and inequality in schooling. His current research interests are decolonization of the curriculum and decolonial research methodologies. He was a Fulbright professor at the City University of New York, Queens College, where he worked on social injustice and resistance in urban education. He serves as the editor of the English Academy Review and a special edition of English in Africa on mitigating epistemic violence in the age of decoloniality. He received in 2016 a Medal of Honor from the Education Association of South Africa for his contribution to educational research, and the 2019 Gold Medal from the English Academy in South Africa for his work on literacy studies. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Chetty, the microphone and the marathon is yours.
Thank you, Lawrence. Good afternoon, students, colleagues at the Two Oceans Graduate Institute, parents, family, and friends of the new cohort of teachers that will graduate today. A special word of gratitude to Dr. Lawrence Erasmus for inviting me to be the guest speaker. Graduation ceremonies are special occasions, not only for the graduates, but also for the institution, as it reflects and takes stock of achieving its mission successfully. Today is indeed a day of great joy as we reward the success of students, as well as that of the academic staff, who have made their contribution to see the institution grow from its humble beginnings to where it is. I am sure the Institute feels good to know that you have achieved what you set out to accomplish in teacher training. I share in your pride and joy, particularly in your mission to add quality teachers to serve the province and the country. I'm always reminded by the Japanese proverb, better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. I bring a congratulatory message to the newly qualified teachers and reflect on approaches to construct the classroom around socially engaged pedagogies. My first posting as teacher was a primary school where I taught foundation phase learners. It was extremely challenging because I trained as a high school language teacher and had my head clouded with Shakespeare and Chaucer and dead male English writers. If you received a bursary from the education department in those days, they had full control over your lives for 3 years, posting you to any school and requiring you to teach any subject. I had to unlearn all the university content and prepare to teach 6-year-olds. They knew very well that I was anxious. They could see that I did not know what to do, and their main mission was to test my patience. With their unbridled energy, endless passion for telling stories, an interesting sense of movement, that is, their impossibility to sit still. To make matters worse, the principal was an unfriendly and grumpy man and constantly cautioned me to keep my class quiet. The lesson here that is relevant to each one of us is resilience. You too may find that you will be called upon to teach subjects that was not part of your training repertoire. Even in secondary schools, you may be called upon to fill your timetable with subject areas that you never knew existed. There isn't the luxury anymore of claiming that is not my specialization. Within the intersectionality of race, class, gender, and patriarchy, we note how newly qualified teachers are called upon to teach languages as if simply speaking a language gives you license to teach it. Or female teachers called upon to teach home economics by virtue of being women. You need the skill of resilience and perseverance. In spite of the bureaucracy and the system, always know that you are the pilot in the classroom. The learners look to you for encouragement and support. It takes a big heart to shape young minds. Your work is not restricted to the classroom. You influence society in significant ways. A teacher teaches all professions. It signifies the idea that teachers are foundational to society as they equip future generations with knowledge and skills necessary for various professions. Whether a medical practitioner, lawyer, or engineer, it was teachers that prepared them over a period of 12 years for higher education. A single teacher can spark a passion for a subject, inspire a career choice, or instill a lifelong love for learning. These enduring influences serve as a testament to the lasting significance of the teacher-learner relationship. This is the key reason why teaching is considered the noblest of all professions. The concept of teaching as a noble profession dates back to ancient civilizations where educators were revered for their roles in imparting wisdom and moral guidance and viewed as custodians of knowledge and moral integrity. Some may disagree about being a noble profession with valid reasons. given the contemporary complexities we experience in schools. While the perception of teaching differs from person to person, what everyone agrees on is that educators play a vital role in molding the next generation. Hence, you must be aware of the great responsibility thrust upon your shoulders by parents, society, and the education system to uphold the principles of a virtuous occupation and to command and deserve the utmost respect of learners. Teaching is about knowledge. It's a knowledge project. A great teacher is passionate about knowledge, reasoning, and cognition. Their passion ignites curiosity. You cannot inspire a love for learning or motivate learners without an obsession with knowledge. You inspire with your knowledge. And learners discover very quickly if you are knowledgeable or not. Constantly search for innovative ways to engage learners and walk alongside them on their journey towards knowledge. Khalil Gibran, the renowned Lebanese poet, articulated it eloquently, that a teacher gives not of her wisdom, but rather of her faith and love. If a teacher is indeed wise, he leads learners to the threshold of their own mind. Gibran noted that the teacher can only inspire. You cannot give the child your understanding. The music teacher may sing with great rhythm, but she cannot give learners the ear to appreciate the rhythm, nor the voice that echoes it. There has to be an intrinsic motivation, and therein lies your challenge. How do you navigate this difficult journey to teach learners whose souls lie in the house of tomorrow, while ours tarries with yesterday? Linked to the Knowledge Project is the notion of lifelong learning. You must continuously extend your knowledge, perfect your skills, register for higher degree study, conduct educational research, and be aware of new technologies in learning, new teaching methodologies, and staying up to date with educational advancements. In the area of pedagogy, which is the essence of your work, be aware and use methods that are relevant to the lives of the learners, that will shape them into responsible, compassionate, and empowered individuals. The traditional pedagogies are centered on teacher-led instruction, but the radical pedagogies force us to rethink the traditional roles of the teacher. Paulo Freire's pedagogy of the oppressed is relevant to the majority of South African schools that are disadvantaged. He advocated for dialogue, critical thinking, and empowering learners to become active participants in their own learning and social transformation. The times we are living in calls for a more radical view of teaching. I encourage all of us to read on Frantz Fanon's combative pedagogy, which advocates for a revolutionary approach to education. It aims to foster liberation through critical consciousness. Fanon's theories were highly valued in the global decolonial turn of 2016. His books, particularly Black Skin, White Masks and The Wretched of the Earth, emphasize the need for a radical transformation of consciousness. The education system should consider the psyche of poor learners and provide strategies to humanize them and empower them to achieve. Injustice against children and young people continues to be perpetrated globally. Even in economically advantaged countries like the United States, nearly 14 million children live in food-insecure homes. Globally, an estimated 47 million children were displaced due to conflict, violence, and human rights violations. There's an increase in right-wing governments in Europe, and nationalism in countries like India have increased the trauma against minority children. The plight of refugee and migrant children and learners in disadvantaged schools in Cape Town is concerning. Fanon's pedagogy aims to empower learners to take control of their own narratives and futures. promoting self-determination and resistance. South African history is replete with passionate teachers that dedicated their lives to social transformation. For example, 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗏𝗡 was a teacher in Fordsburg before his death in detention. Neville Alexander, the doyen of literary studies and the unity movement in Cape Town, was a teacher. Fatima Mir, a defiant academic and activist, was a teacher. Helen Joseph and Lillian Ngoyi, two fearless women that led the Women's March to Parliament in 1955 with the famous battle cry, "You strike a woman, you strike a rock." Both were teachers. These teachers shaped the minds of a country. Their influence extends beyond the classroom, as the values they instilled rippled through each generation, ultimately shaping the nation. Their commitment inspires us. Teaching is not without its challenges. This is the only country in the world that changes curriculum 4 times over an 18-year period, when countries like Canada, Kenya, and Singapore had the same curriculum for over 50 years. It has placed tremendous stress on teachers who had to adapt to teaching curricula and assessment programs. Teachers in many countries today face the challenges of budget cuts, skepticism about the value of education, and pay disputes. Yet, they keep their heads high, displaying remarkable strength and loyalty to their profession and the learners. There are NGOs like Equal Education who are doing great advocacy work nationally. We must raise our voices, like Equal Education, and insist that learners should not be forced to endure dangerous and undignified learning environments. Rampant school violence, ongoing resource shortages, made worse by austerity budgeting and a lack of political urgency. When we are silent, we normalize the failures of the education system, failures that disproportionately affect the most vulnerable learners. The system must be adequately funded, and more teachers must be appointed to enable all learners to thrive. The health of the education system is not only measured by metric results, but by a comprehensive set of indicators that reflect its quality and equity. 44% of learners who entered grade 2 in 2014 did not exit the system last year. The state must provide proactive retention support to all learners to reduce the high dropout. The department must ensure that enough teachers are allocated to schools that need them most, particularly overcrowded schools, and that vacant posts are filled instead of reducing thousands of teacher posts. But you entered the profession at a good time, when the class of 2024 outperformed previous metric cohorts in terms of the pass rate. Various interventions are starting to bring about positive improvements. This positive trend means that more learners are afforded the opportunity to enter university. You have a major role to play to protect and sustain the achievement of all learners moving through the system. And finally, how can we, as a community, elevate the teaching profession to its deserved status in a world that denies the full humanity in others, along with cruelty and suffering, especially of learners? The voice of teachers, your actions, and advocacy are crucial in this transformative journey. Let's collectively work towards an educational environment where every teacher's worth is recognized and their potential is fully realized. As you transition to your future life as a teacher, be ambitious and successful. Be different. Be free to imagine and experience a greater humanity which is not yet realized, and the sense that we can all do better for one another. Construct your classroom as a space without arrogance, without fear, and without hatred. And remember 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗘𝗥 words in 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. God forgives many things, but God never forgives us the wrong we do to a child. Remember your responsibility to learners regardless of their age, and be the best possible example of yourself. Thank you.
We say thank you very much to Professor Chetty. I would like to call upon our CEO, the Honorary Chancellor, Dr. Adam, and Mrs. Ashra Norton, the Chancellor of the Two Oceans Graduate Institute, to kindly do a small gift handover. Thank you. Kindly give Professor Chetty another round of applause. Thank you. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, before we commence to what I think is the most important part of the program, and that is the actual capping ceremony of our graduates for the 2025 group, I think it's very important that we take a moment this is for all the students, simply to recognize the people who are standing alongside you during this particular journey. If it's your mother, your father, your husband, your wife, your partner, please can we give them a rapturous round of applause. I think they're the people that can bear testimony to the amount of work that you've put in, to the amount of emails that you've sent for extensions, for the amount of coffee that was needed during the time of your studies. We're not going to go into the ChatGPT debate. That's a debate for another day. But it's very important that we recognize the people who are always supporting us. And we should always remember that this particular ceremony is a reward of all the hard work that you've put in throughout the time during your studies. However, it is also a time that you as a student need to utilize and to remember that you are heading into a profession, as I've mentioned, and I think Professor Chetty alluded to as well, that it's one of the most noble professions. It might not be the most well-paid profession, and if you're coming into the profession for money, this is not the profession for you. It is the profession where you become an agent of positive change. And it is extremely important. And I'm mentioning this simply because of my experience. I'm in my second year now as the principal of a primary school out in Menenberg. And it is important for us as teachers to realize that we play a much bigger role than any particular person in the life of that particular child. So it's very important that you come to school. Yes, we've all got our issues at home, but it's important that you come to school and play that supportive role for that particular child. And most importantly, make your lessons as innovative and as fun as possible. Because if in the absence of that, you are going to get a child that is not that attentive in your class, which automatically results in you becoming very frustrated with a particular child or a group of children. So it's important that you capture your children during your lesson. And I promise you, because I'm sure everybody in this particular room remembers the one teacher in the school who has played a very important role in our lives. And I'm sure if you go back to that teacher will tell you, I never thought that you would become a teacher. Guaranteed that is the response that you're going to be getting. But it's important that we, as teachers, we play that particular role. Because our children, the generation of today, they face so many different things at a tender age. And it is our responsibility, and we have the power to ensure that they remain children and that we develop them to become the best moral and upright citizens that the world needs. Thank you very much for choosing this profession. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Without further ado, I would like to call upon Dr. Chantal Mowers to do the announcement for the Bachelor of Education, the B.Ed program in intermediate phase teaching. Please give her a round of applause.
Greetings, esteemed guests, parents, and very importantly, graduates, the class of 2024. Allow me to start by first saying all protocols observed. Graduates, you made it. Well done. And we acknowledge that everyone's journey is different. Some might have started later with their tertiary studies for various reasons, and that's okay. Some might have chosen different career paths and decided, I want to be a teacher, and that is okay. I want to leave you with a quote by Karl Barth. Although no one can go back and make a brand new start, anyone can start from now and make a brand new ending. Be the difference, be the change you want to see. Model the behavior, give hope to your learners. Without further ado, allow me, Chancellor, to ask that you please confer the degree B.Ed intermediate phase teaching on the following candidates. Umar Anthony, we have a special request that his mom, Shahida Anthony, that's part of the staff, will do the honors. Well done.
Students, kindly remember, students, when you get to the blue platform, to look at the camera on the far side, and when you get to the black platform, to kindly look to the photographer, the biggest photographer I've ever seen.
Lauren Brunk. 𝗬𝗘𝗥𝗘𝗠𝗢𝗡. Margareta Teresa Erasmus, cum laude. Allow me to just apologize to Lauren Brunk, also cum laude. Mia Germanhuis. Betsy Berenice Himan. 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗏𝗡𝗠𝗢. Rivka Khan. Peter Allen Kordom. Shannon Lee Levings. Vincent Lobser cum laude. Elise Liana Malchas. Waldo Clint May. Nicolene May Francis, née cum laude. Jamie Lee Peterson cum laude. Gail Candace Rue cum laude. Zion Samuels. Sarika Simons. Nurunisa Solomons, cum laude. Anleo Swanepoel. Oris Jeffrey van der Merwe. Wilby Gaynord Witbooi, cum laude. I will read the following names in absentia. Christopher Dennis Bales, cum laude. Karma Botha, cum laude. Krizan Jennifer Botha, cum laude. Stephen Berger, cum laude. Arona Daphne Colours, cum laude. Gerard Nicholas Carstens, cum laude. Julia Jennifer Deborah King. Lauren Francis Lucas, Rowan Anthony Roberts, cum laude. Zinke Smith, Letisa Cecilia van Niekerk, cum laude. Cameron Withlow. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I hereby admit all those candidates present and those not here to their degrees in absentia. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give the B.Ed class of 2025 a big round of applause. We say thank you very much to Dr. Mowers for a sterling job. Thank you very much. We would now like to call upon Mrs. Masnoona Kamali, the head of the PGCE, or the Postgraduate Certificate in Education, in senior phase and further education and training teaching, to commence with the announcement for the PGCE students. Please give Mrs. Masnoona Kamali a round of applause. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon and goeiemiddag almal. I am going to just say copy, paste in what Dr. Chantal Mowers has already said, so that we can continue with this long line of wonderful graduates who's graduating for the PGC. It is my distinct honor to call their names as they walk across the stage. James Peters. 𝗬𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗪𝗓 cum laude. Meglin Michaela Adonis cum laude. Salma Aaron cum laude. Lowandre Baker cum laude. Travis Austin Benjamin cum laude. Renee Isabel Brooks cum laude. Princey Sarah Sherian cum laude. Chandra Tracy Kipido cum laude. Josim Benazir Walid Dalport. Zachary Philip Eso. Carla Ann Fernandez, cum laude. Sadika Hanif, cum laude. Hafida Green, cum laude. Karen Lynn Holleran, cum laude. Sikelelo Holosi. 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗏𝗡𝗦 Kafar. Rochelle Leroux, cum laude. Donovan Ray Liebenberg. Lara Littleford, cum laude. Sizipo Mahlikihla. Nontando Innocentia Matebula, cum laude. Zinhle Ngutiana. Daniel Sile Mohale, cum laude. Sibusiswe Charlotte Moyo, cum laude. Ntombesizwe Ntomkulu. Sinethemba Mvubu. Damabadi Angela 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗡𝗢, cum laude. Muhammad Amir Sali. Lesejo Priscilla Silobojo. Sanele Innocent Sibia, cum laude. Petrus de Villiers Smith, cum laude. Rhoda Smith, cum laude. Husna Smith, cum laude. Michaela Shannon Solomon. Zakia Solomons, cum laude. Lee Stopford, cum laude. Stephen Jonathan Stearman, cum laude. 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗪𝗡𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗥. Rencia Theron cum laude. Doreen Agnes Tibana. Muriel van der Merwe cum laude. Edlyn Glorian van Nel. Renko Robert Wellman. I will now read the names of the graduates in absentia. Dwayne Vaughan Bailey, Melissa Suzanne Beechcroft Shaw, Annika Nicolene Ballingen, Ashley Brown, Babongile Nine Bulabula, Makabe Kamara, Simone Carstens, Fatima Sheikh, Chialopi Christophidus Clonus, Alejandra de Jesus de Silva, Darren Edward Daniels, Nathaniel Gabriel de Agrela, Liesel de Beer, Joshua Reinecker de Beer, Callista de Lange, Claire Renee Dibden, Zinchle Muriel Dladla, Kimone Durisami, Danica Marçal dos Santos, Liz Marie Alves, Janine Foss, Joannica Fourie, Kenilwe Wagandiwa, Daniel Brian Garvin, Moritz Alexander Hare, Narishka Gavanda, Agar Isaac Jeffrey Hill, Sean Miguel Holtz, Portia Ethel Hugo, Palesa Comfort Jonas, Liam Kyle Jonas, Errol Jack Johannes Julius, Furkan Khan, Tahni Inga Kruger, Lwandokazi Kwebulana, Daneo Desia Langa, Antoinette Lottering, Sylvester Makwasha, Sisanelo Makwendini, Maseroke Malachi, Gugu Dada Mapumulo, Natatli Marte, Sefiso Mavundla, Claudia Mackenzie, Sibonelli Mgilani, Nijma Muhammad, Adolf Hope Molebolwa, Sikolele Mtembo, Nzalama Mtilini, Amanda Motolo, Shirley Mukase, Fumulani Munyai, Krista Nacho, Toko Ndlazi, Sinitemba Ndlela, Sitilule Ndwadwa, Mika Nel, Ntlahla Noganta, Puti Netswa, Sipolele Nskasana, Brendan Packer, Dalen Patel, Jody Lee Pinar, Sandra Ravuhale, Johan Ru, Fadila Sali, Dale Skeepers, Komoto Sebake, Nsako Sivishishi, Zahira Singh, Lanelle Spiss, Wendy Strout, Paul Jacobus Truter, Jared van der Merwe, Ruan van der Vijver, Linke van Dijk, Chantay van Niekerk, Saranae van Niekerk, Jacobus Foster. Thank you.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I hereby admit all those candidates present and those not here to their degrees in absentia. Thank you.
Graduates, class of 2024, please give yourselves another round of applause. To all the viewers online, as well as the honored guests situated in this particular venue, I think it's very important that I mention the amount of absent students is simply due to the fact that 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is an online platform, and we have students from many countries in various different parts of the world. So if for those in absentia, please give them a round of applause. I think graduates, it's important also that I mention that despite the fact that 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is an online platform, your amazing work throughout the years of study was obviously and kindly conducted by your amazing lecturers. Please give them a round of applause. As 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is an online platform, I think it's quite evident that the lecturers, right? Some of you might have only met your lecturers today, and it's also important to make that connection and build that relationship with your particular lecturer. Also, the lecturers, because it's an online platform, they have the flexibility of presenting a lesson behind a screen. You guys as graduates, or us as teachers, we have to make sure that your wardrobe needs to change from today onwards. As soon as you step into school, I can promise you the learners are going to tell you, sir, but didn't you have that pants on yesterday? They'll tell you that. They'll take note of everything. You don't want them to take note of those things. You want them to take note of the work. Ask them what is the process of photosynthesis. They won't be able to tell you. But if you ask them, did I wear the shirt yesterday? They'll be able to say yes. So please make sure that your wardrobe is looking good. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we now go to the next part of the program, which is the address to the graduates, which will be conducted by Mrs. Ashra Norton, the founding director of the Two Oceans Graduate Institute. Mrs. Norton has a wealth of experience which spans over more than 30 years within the education fraternity, be it in primary, high, and tertiary education. Mrs. Norton is also the founder of a free and low-cost private school in the heart of gangland, Manenberg, called the Leadership College. And it is a school that provides hope to that particular community. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the founding director, Mrs. Ashra Norton.
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon to each and everybody present here today, especially to our esteemed and honored graduates, class of 2024. Sitting here today should be your most honored moment, as you are now granted the official license to be part of this great profession called teaching. With great things come great responsibilities. For success in any business, we need to do proper planning. So your core business as an educator will be to inspire and to be a change agent. And your customers are called learners, which are the most vulnerable in our society. So in order for you to have a thriving business, you need to keep up to make your customers happy. So for starters, let's try to know our customers. So 80% of them live in underprivileged communities where on a daily basis they struggle to survive in basically all aspects of their lives. Only 20% of them will sit in communities where life seems to deal them a good hand. So chances are very great that you might end up in one of those communities where schools are under-resourced and learners are struggling to survive. Remember, your core business is to inspire and to be a change agent. The good news is that kids that forms part of that 80% of society will treasure you as their superhero. You have the power in your hands to mold them as leaders. When you speak, it will be like gospel to them. In you, they will find a parent, a nurse, a confidant, a counselor, sometimes even a cook and a taxi driver. You will learn much more from them than what they will learn from you. They will teach you life lessons. They will teach you to be resilient. They will teach you how to overcome fear, hunger, pain, etc., etc. When you build a trust relationship with them, they will thrive in your subject and strive for excellent results. They will never want to disappoint you. Is this not the ultimate outcomes for a teacher? I know that some of you will go to teach abroad. That's okay, if you're doing it for experience or just to explore. But if you are doing it for the money, then I want you to rethink your decision. Because remember that before we were even born, God Almighty has already written our sustenance for us. So irrespective where we run for money, we will not get more than what is written for us. The most rewarding feeling is that by being a teacher, you gain rewards in this life, and by changing the lives of others, your rewards continue in the year after. May God Almighty grant you success in whatever the future holds. May God grant wisdom and blessings in your teachings to inspire many vulnerable learners in the future. I thank you. I would now like to introduce you to somebody that I met very recently. He is Professor 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗏𝗡. Let me give you a brief. I tried to go through his CV, which is, I think, over 100 pages. I tried to trim it down. So Professor Yusuf 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗏𝗡 is a distinguished African philosopher of education, holding 3 doctorates in education, policy and philosophy from the University of the Western Cape and Stellenbosch University in South Africa. A long-standing professor since 2002. He was named a distinguished professor at Stellenbosch University and conferred emeritus professor status in 2024. His prolific scholarship includes 452 publications comprising 65 academic books and edited volumes, 97 invited book contributions, and 245 journal articles. He has successfully supervised 35 PhD candidates and examined 61 doctorates. In recognition of his academic mentorship, he received the prestigious Education Research in Africa Award from the Association for the Development of Education in Africa in 2015. Professor 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗨𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗡 has also held key administrative roles at Stellenbosch University, including Chair of the Department of Education Policy Studies and Dean of the Faculty of Education. His career began in secondary education as a science teacher, before transitioning into higher education as a senior teaching advisor at UNISA. A leading scholar in the philosophy of education, particularly in African higher education, Professor 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗨𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗡 extensive body of work has profoundly shaped the integration of African philosophical thought into education. His seminal book, African Philosophy of Education Reconsidered, on being human, champions, and education approach, founded on Ubuntu and communitarian values, emphasizing human interdependence and social responsibility. I would like to call Professor 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗨𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗡 to the podium now. Professor 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗡 is our newly appointed Dean at the Two Oceans Graduate Institute. Thank you.
Respected Founding Director, I thank you very much for that very generous and kind introduction. Sometimes when I hear these accolades, I kind of feel embarrassed and I ask myself, why haven't I stopped earlier? Esteemed Founding Directors, respected CEO and staff of Two Oceans Graduate Institute, and a colleague in the academe, Professor 𝗦𝗘𝗠𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗥, our keynote speaker today, I will take 5 minutes to share with you why I am proud to be associated with you today. Like you, the graduates, I'm also a graduate. And that is the primary reason why I want to be associated with you and why I want to coexist with you. The concept graduate emanates from the Latin word gradus, meaning taking a step. So you have taken your step. You have moved outward, maybe inward, backward, or forward, as long as you have moved. And that makes us equal. Because when we pursue these moves, when we embark on these moves, we do so on the basis that we pursue a reflective journey, meaning we think about what we are doing. So now that you have acquired your qualification, you will wonder once again, what have I done? And that's when you do this kind of internal reflection about your achievement. And you know what? You might see and realize things that you have not, even after having written a formal examination. And that tells you that you were not tested entirely, or you were not tested completely or evaluated comprehensively. Because there will always be things that you will think about in a different way. And that's a fascinating quality of a human, of a graduate, because you take a step into rethinking what you have done and why that is advantageous for society is because we need people like you who can look at things anew. Look at how things can be otherwise. Look at how things can be different. And when you are a graduate and you take that step, you explore, you innovate, but you remain loyal to what you have acquired. My last point, and this is by far, for me, the most significant one, and I still try to adhere to it. I might be a teacher. I might become a university professor. But I can never do one thing. I can do all the other things, but I cannot do this one. I can never, as a graduate, think of myself as having arrived. I can never arrive. If one thinks that one arrives, one destroys what it means to be educated, because education has no completion, no finality. Everything about education remains in becoming. There is still more to know, more to learn, more to acquire, more to teach. So how do I see education? I see education in terms of two concepts. The one is provocation. I need to provoke myself and others so that we can think anew. So provocation, this, what a very famous philosopher and curriculum theorist, Maxine Green, talks about. She talks about this wide awakeness is never ending. And therefore we need to provoke ourselves and others to see things differently. And the other concept is evocation. One is provocation, and the other one is evocation. You have to be evocative in the sense that you make yourself alive once again, repeatedly, repetitively, so that you can acquire a different potentiality, so that you can revolve and evolve more. And that is how I see education. It is never static. It remains in the making. It is what the famous Maxine Green says, a narrative in the making. So I wish you well. I hope that we share this particular idea of education and maybe build upon it. Because only when we build upon what we have learned and acquired do we really pay tribute to our newly acquired status as graduates. Thank you very much and congratulations once again.
We say thank you very much to Professor 𝗖𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗏𝗡, and we extend that welcome once more to Professor Wahid. I would now like to call upon our CEO, Dr. Lawrence Erasmus, whom, by the way, I am very surprised to see here because he participated in the annual Cape Town cycle tour, and he had quite a big accident coming down Seikobosi at faster than my speed that I drive with my car, Doctor, 85 kilometers per hour. Please give him a round of applause, Dr. Lawrence Erasmus, to present the Top Achiever Awards. To present the Top Achiever Awards in both the Bachelor of Education program as well as the PGCE program. Before I hand over the mic to Dr. Lawrence, can we please give him a round of applause on his birthday today?
Thank you very much, Mr. Albertijn. A personal word to our graduates, also those of you who are joining us virtually. If you look at our founding directors, whom I met for the very first time way back in 2012, the establishment of a tertiary institution, a private tertiary institution offering exactly the same qualifications as the public institutions, is quite a marathon. And I always say to our founding directors, always say to them, also on behalf of all our staff, what a privilege and how grateful we are to be part of this journey. Now, with the awarding of in all marathons, there are a first comer, there are a winner. But with the award we will now be presenting to our best BH student and best PGCE student, I would like to say to each and every one of you, our graduates, we honor each one of you. You all ran this marathon. You all walked this stage. Because we are so very grateful. In a country with more than 80 private institutions, about 30 public institutions, we are so grateful that you chose Two Oceans Graduate Institute as your institution to become qualified educators. So with this award to our best performing students, it's also an award to each and every one of you. Now it's my privilege to call on the Best Outstanding Student Award for the best performing student in the Bachelor of Education in Intermediate Phase Teaching for attaining an average of 88% over 4 years towards the successful completion of the Bachelor of Education in Intermediate Phase Teaching. This award to Nicoline May Francis Nair. The Outstanding Award for the Best Performing Student in the Postgraduate Certificate in Education in the Senior Phase and Further Education and Training Teaching Phase for attaining an average of 91% over 1 year towards the successful completion of the PGCE, Rensha Tron.
We say thank you very much to Dr. Lawrence and congratulations to both the students. I would now like to call upon the following students, both in B.Ed as well as the PGCE program. Can I please call to the stage Nicoline Ne and Sanele Sibia to deliver the student speeches. Please give them a round of applause.
I think a bit higher.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty and fellow graduates, today we gather to celebrate a momentous occasion, the grand finale of our academic journey. As we stand on the brink of new horizons, I am honored to have this opportunity to share my reflections with you. My name is 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗓𝗔𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗡, and like many of you, I embarked on this journey with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. Transitioning from a corporate career into the world of education was a significant leap of faith, but one that was made possible thanks to 2Oceans Graduate Institute, 𝗤𝗥𝗥𝗘𝗠𝗢𝗡. First and foremost, I want to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to the dedicated faculty at 𝗤𝗥𝗥𝗘𝗠𝗢𝗡. Let's also appreciate everyone who has supported us, whether they are here with us today or celebrating from afar. Graduates, please join me in showing our appreciation for all who have been a part of our academic journey. Now, when researching where to pursue my academic studies, I cannot lie. I had some reservations about attending an online institute. I wondered if it could even compare to attending a physical university. However, as I stand here today, I am really glad that I took the opportunity to study at 𝗤𝗥𝗥𝗘𝗠𝗢𝗡. Their blend of flexible and self-paced learning, combined with challenging practical teaching opportunities, has provided me with the strongest foundation possible to build my future career as an educator. And while I do miss attending lectures in my pajamas, I cannot lie, the countless lesson plans, coaching sessions, and hours of teaching practice has given me the necessary skills to realize my goals and create inclusive, enriching learning environments for students across multiple countries. As we close this chapter and turn the page to a new adventure, I have one final thought to leave with you all today. The best is truly yet to come. Take a moment to reflect on your individual journey of growth and learning, and get ready to make a profound impact as educators who value every learner, irrespective of their background. Stay passionate and never forget the influence you have on the teaching and learning process and on every learner that steps into your classroom. And when challenges arise, as they surely will, just think of it as life's way of keeping you on your toes. Stay steadfast in your purpose. Keep learning and never underestimate the power of education to transform lives, beginning with your own. You've got this. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.
Sanvanani, Dumelang, Abshen, hello, goeiemiddag. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, loved ones, and most importantly, the 2Oceans Graduate Institute class of 2025. My name is 𝗚𝗥𝗥𝗘𝗠𝗢𝗡, and I'm honored to stand before you today as a drama teacher from Johannesburg, originally from KZN Durban, and a proud representative of this exceptional group of PGCE graduates. Reflecting on this journey, I'm sure many of us began with a mix of nerves and excitement, unsure of what lay ahead, yet eager to embrace the challenge. By the middle of it, however, we may have felt exhausted, stretched to our limits, and perhaps even questioned our sanity. But here we are at the finish line, standing tall, having persevered with dedication, commitment, and determination to achieve our goal, to become qualified teachers. The 2Oceans Graduate Institute has provided us with an enriching and transformative experience. This institution has not only given us quality education, but also tested our independence and resilience. Though we studied remotely, we were never alone. Our lecturers were always ready to assist, guiding us through every challenge with unwavering support. 𝗏𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗡 coursework was rigorous, yet it was also innovative and insightful, preparing us to become educators in a world that is consistently evolving. More than just adapting, we had learned to create, inspire, and reimagine the possibilities of education. That, for me, has been the most beautiful realization, the power we hold to transform the future of learning. Beyond the assignments, research, and sleepless nights, I have had the privilege of engaging with my peers, both locally and internationally. Together, we tackled complex discussions, debated ideas, and of course, had our fair share of group chat venting sessions. But through it all, we supported one another, proving that we are not just colleagues, but a community of passionate and innovative educators. I have no doubt that each of us will go on to do remarkable things in the classrooms around the world. And finally, by the words of the late, great 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗥, a South African playwright, once said, "I think the aloe is one of South Africa's most powerful, beautiful, and celebratory symbols. It survives out there in the wild when everything else is dried. In many ways, we are like the aloe, resilient, thriving against all odds, and ready to bring new life to the spaces we enter." Congratulations to Ocean's graduate class of 2024. May we go forth and teach with passion, inspire with purpose, and transform lives with knowledge. Thank you.
We say thank you very much to Nicoline Ney, as well as Sanele Sibia, for those very inspiring words. Ladies and gentlemen, we are almost at the end of our official program. I would now like to call upon our Honorary Chancellor, Dr. Ali Adam, who also has a very, very vast experience in the field of education, the founder of the Islamia College, the first Muslim school in the Southern Hemisphere. Please give a warm, rapturous round of applause to the other founding father of the Two Oceans Graduate Institute, Dr. Ali Adam.
Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon. Who do I say good afternoon to? I think this graduation, when I came in and greeted Dr. Lawrence, he said, you know, do you realize this is the 8th graduation? And I told him it still feels like the first one. It still feels like the first graduation in many ways. But I think today, before I come to my main duty of thanking everyone, I normally say a few words, but I think the level and the quality, not that our previous guests in our graduations were any less. I think our guest speaker, Dr. Chetty, Professor Chetty, has very eloquently outlined several aspects that probably I would have wanted to outline. And I think 𝗏𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗥 owes it that all our graduates from the first one 8 years ago should receive a copy of that speech, which we'll, in any case, hopefully, in 2 years' time, when it's our 10th anniversary, publish in a formal journal or booklet or whatever we present for our 10th anniversary. One of the shining speeches will be of Dr. Chetty. He made it very relevant, and I think we owe him a special applause for it. When it comes to thanks, it's very difficult for an institution that takes up a huge challenge in the world of education. To start a tertiary education, a private one, is a huge challenge, more so in the African context. And we took the decision, and the driving force of the decision is something that we all should take note of and take heed of.
was the fact that when we started in 2010 with a free school in the township or the suburb, or rather more the gang and drug land of the southern tip of Africa, it was a huge case of a decision of some mad people. You don't go and do something in a gangland and a drug-infested land where murders are not a daily thing, but more an hourly thing. But we took that step. And within a year or two, we realized that most of the universities are training students by default or by not understanding, not intentionally. I'm not going to support that idea that they're doing it intentionally. But globally, we are training teachers for the affluent and the rich and those who can afford, even in public schools, quality education. To open the doors for those in the townships, especially in a place like Manenberg, where none of the 3 high schools there offer you physics or pure mathematics or other key subjects that are so essential for excellent careers for the future, because the general trend in our education circles, our provincial departments, the Department of Basic Education, is that township children are a bunch of duds. They can't do physics. They can't do pure maths. It's taken for granted. The opportunity is not given. After 10, 15 years of teaching, I think our first matriculants were in 2014. We consistently, our lowest pass rate, if I can recall, was 87 or 89%. Last year it was 93%. And most of those graduates over the last 15, 16 years have become doctors, lawyers, actuarial science practitioners. They are managers of banks. They've achieved. When the education departments were saying that these children cannot learn, they cannot become doctors. The first 2 female doctors of Manenberg came from this school. Teachers, I'm saying this to you because teaching is a profession, or the most noblest profession, because you transform society. You have the power to change the lives of children. You give hope to humanity. And this age and time, I have to mention that probably a while before the First World War, we have gone through a very trying century or a second century already, and the world has been changing. But at some point, the stability will come. That's what humans are about. They adapt, they change, they get it right eventually, even if it takes more than a century. History is not based on 1 or 2 years, or 1 or 2 presidents, or 1 or 2 prime ministers. History takes its own course, has its own plan, and as people of faith, we say, the plan of Almighty is the best plan and the most effective plan, and eventually that is the only plan that wins and will win. Coming back to my main role as being thankful, how do I thank our lecturers? How do I thank our CEO? How do I thank my colleague, founder, the latest person to join us, Professor Yusuf? Mrs. Norton has said a lot about him, but any institution that has people like him, has people like Dr. Lawrence, has people like Dr. Yasin, has people like Ridwan Jawood in their midst, people like 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗥 van Zyl, and everybody. If I keep taking names, I think we will sit here until midnight. So I'll stop there Apologies to any people who expected the names. I just chose at random. There was not pre-decided. So, in conclusion, I just want to mention, I met an educationist in Birmingham about 20 years ago, and he told me, Mr. Adam, keep one thing in mind. If you're teachers that go to the class, if teachers go to the classroom, at that time the cell phone was something quite new. You had that old, mostly Nokia phones that only could make a call and do nothing more than that, and receive a call. He told me if teachers go into a classroom and they don't know how to use a cell phone, then they should get out of the profession, because the students will never respect or want to learn from a teacher that is not better than them in the world of technology. And now we've reached a point of AI. Teachers, don't be scared of these things. AI, 50 years' time, somebody else will be standing here and tell you, what AI? That thing of the past. No, that's rubbish. That's how technology changes. That's how it advances. So teachers, keep up to date. And the real thanks, in conclusion, is to you. To choose this noble profession, you got a long way to go, but you are the influencers of the century. You are the influencers of the next generation. See it as a vision. See it as a mission. Teachers, they say, are born, but teachers can decide to be equal to those that are born as teachers. Thank you very much.
We say thank you very much to Dr. Adam for those inspiring words. Ladies and gentlemen, just some announcements to the graduates. Just a request from the rental company for the gowns is to not throw the caps into the air once the event concludes. So please do not throw the hats. And the second thing, the second announcement is family photographs will be taken in the entrance hall as you enter the venue. So please, once you've completed, once the procession has exited the hall, kindly proceed. For those who are interested in taking family photographs and family portraits, it will commence in that particular room. Ladies and gentlemen, I will now conclude with the vote of thanks. And we thank, it is very, very important that we give praise and thanks to Almighty God for granting us the honor to become agents of positive change in the lives of our particular learners and children in general. Alhamdulillah. We also like to thank our founding directors. Please give them a round of applause. Dr. Ali Adam, Mrs. Ashra Norton, for establishing an institution that is taking the world by storm, definitely. We also thank our very active CEO, Dr. Lawrence Erasmus. Please give him a round of applause. Our latest acquisition, the Dean of the Two Oceans Graduate Institute, Professor Yusuf Wahid. Please give him a round of applause. The newly appointed Registrar for the Two Oceans Graduate Institute, Mr. J.J. van Zyl. The amazing 𝗬𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗥 academic team of lecturers. Please give them a round of applause. Also, it is important to note that an event of this magnitude cannot operate without an amazing team who runs things behind the scenes. That is the 𝗬𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗏 operational team. Please give them a round of applause. They are somewhere in the venue ensuring that things gets done. We also thank Ashraf Caterers for the amazing refreshments, Progressive Sound for the amazing sound that we've got this afternoon, 𝗖𝗘𝗥𝗘𝗠𝗢𝗏 Gown Hiring, Nikai Photography, Mr. Hashim Shabuddin and his entire IT team on the top. Then Fazlan from the city of Cape Town and this particular venue. Please give a round of applause for this amazing venue. A special thanks to Dr. Yasin Raycliffe and Ms. Zara Reddy for their advices in preparation for this particular event. Please give them a round of applause. And graduates, we've done it before. I think they deserve it again. The parents, the partners, the husbands, the wives, please give them a round of applause. And then last, but definitely not least, can each and everyone in this particular venue please join me in giving a rapturous round of applause to our amazing graduates of 2024. We've come to the end of this amazing graduation ceremony. Please, can I kindly ask each and everyone to stand and join us in singing the national anthem.
Sounds the call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land.
Thank you very much. Please remain standing as the procession makes their way out of the auditorium. Before they commence, can I please request from each and every student, each and every graduate to join the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 team on the stage for a group photo once they've exited the particular venue. Thank you very much. Go well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Juvenes dum Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions, take the field down. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets, our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us, singing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game, and together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now wave your flag, now wave your flag. Oh, 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 oh. Give you freedom, give you fire, give you reason, take you higher. See the champions, take the field down. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets, our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us, singing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game, and together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now 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 wave your flag, wave your flag. Oh, 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 we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now 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 wave your flag, wave your flag. And everybody will be singing, yeah. And we all will be singing, yeah. freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us. Singing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now wave your flag, now wave your flag. Oh, 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 oh. Give you freedom, give you fire, give you reason, take you higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us. Sing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now 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 wave your flag, wave your flag. Oh, 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 we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now 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 wave your flag, wave your flag. And everybody will be singing, yeah.
1, 2. The 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗓𝗢 team, can I please request the entire 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗓𝗢 team to join us on the stage? The 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗓𝗢 team, please join the lecturers on the stage. Nisa, Takima.
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. Make us feel proud. In the streets our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition.
Nadima Jatim. Nadima Jatim.
All around us, singing forever.
Zara, please join us on the stage.
Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. I get older, I will be
Nadeem, Abu, Mujahid, Shedrick, please join us on the stage. Hashim Shabuddin, join us on the stage. Clinton, Zara. I'll do that.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. Room on lock the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, 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 come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. Room on lock the way we rock it, so don't stop, stop, stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving.
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea. But as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. I would away forever, exalted in the sea. As long as I am with you, my heart continues to beat. With every step we take, Kyoto to the base, strolling so casually.